I believe this should be best of 3. I think the best of 5 is just a minor issue there. It's alright. Starting on FD, LethalPop does pick the Joker. She's seeing some pretty solid results. I think she did pretty well at Smash Rchive. I may be misremembering though. And she has qualified for the Guelph Invitational this Sunday, which Plum is also running and qualified for. A lot of Guelph Invitational attendees here today because I think a Guelph carpool came through and a lot of the attendees are from Guelph. But Plum off to a very solid start right now. Arsene has come out, only about halfway burned, so LethalPop can still find some fantastic use out of it, but another fair catching, gonna give it very little space, and yeah, another Arsene runs out with the PK Thunder just to close it out. Plum only has 38 on him, and LethalPop needs to just try and close out this stock before the Arsene comes through, so that she can use that Arsene for the next stock, and get some solid mileage out of it. I feel like Plum is very zony, and when he's zoning it feels almost impossible to get in, but sometimes he does play a bit more approach-esque, or a bit more aggressive, and it usually doesn't work out as well for him as the zoning does. I've seen a lot of awkward interactions that I feel like Plum should usually be winning because that he burns on a not well-advised approach, but right now this is very Plum favored. Second Arsene leaves and the second stock goes with it too. That PK Thunder has been doing miles for early kills for FatherPlum and just getting some solid hits in already on this third stock. LethalPop struggling to find a hit right now. It's usually the other way around. His Joker is the one that's impossible to hit because of his silly little hurt boxes, but the movement of Lucas and Plum's Lucas in general is really shining today. Solid grab, 58. This is Arsene is up, so Plum does have a chance to close the stock out, but I would not be surprised if this ends in a 3 stock right now. Looking for a grab, trying to get maybe a back throw in. F tilt, just not going to kill because Arsene leaves right before it. And that up B is going to get 2 framed, and that's a stock. Wow. Dominating 3 stock from Plum. The Joker from LethalPop not quite working out. Kinky out. It says best of 5. Alright, definitely, I'm not sure on that stage pick. I think, like, platforms make it a bit easier to deal with Lucas's zoning capabilities. So maybe something like PS2, Smashville, Hollow Bastion. Just a few stages with those platforms that can let you move around a lot of the dangerous tools that Lucas has to keep you out, like the side Bs, the bears, the everything. Alright, we'll see what she picks. She's definitely considering it. I believe there's discussion about misgendering Bulbasaur, so I'll just be using they from now on. I do believe Bulbasaurs were 88% or something like that male. I agree, Albie. Where are you? And LethalPop also considering the character pick. I missed the stage pick because I was checking Twitch chat and I'll be playing RuneScape and Zyro subbing though. Legend. Let's go Zyro. It's 37 months. You can also subscribe to ABB today for high quality Twitch streams every Friday and monthlies soon as well, starting September 10th. Definitely look out for that. And the snake does come out from LethalPop after some consideration. The matchup is rough, but it's definitely, I would like to think it's not unwinnable. Regalo definitely had a very solid showing against Apollo Kage at SmashCon, but I think LethalPop has done pretty solid with the snake into this matchup. I want to say she's like taking a few games. I'm not sure if she's taken a set yet, but it's definitely not bad, especially because LethalPop is a more aggressive snake with like the dash attacks and burst options. A bit less grenade play like we see from Mister or Grape if a little bit farther out of Ontario. And qualifier is not a monthly fake news. Okay, my apologies, Aldi. But LethalPop right now, great grenade back air, does have the lead, and while that lead can definitely falter if she can't find the kill or feeds some heals to Lucas, it's very nice to have in this matchup because if you're down, it's very hard to bring it back like a snake without being able to zone at all. And what a parry on that Zare from Legend to up tilt cheese. Because I was talking to Plum and I was like, hey, can I punish this Zare from Legend? He was like, oh, it's -2. That was cheeses. But the parry does allow you to punish that, especially with the frame 6 up tilt. Very crazy. And pushing this lead very nicely. Plum already up to 65, LethalPop only at 100. At risk of losing this dog, and just as I say that, the down smash catches her from there. Snake's recovery is quite abusable, and Lucas is very good at catching slow recoveries coming in with that dangerous down smash of his big move. Sometimes it doesn't even 2-frame, it just hits. And Plum is making this way back, healing a couple from the grenades, and just landing his own hits, playing very patient. A lot of PK fires especially are finding their mark, and LethalPop is struggling to find some of those hits to bring those back. And Plum is now up almost 40%, which is a lot worse now that LethalPop can't like use those explosives to bring that back. But if she can find this kill first, could definitely still change the trajectory of the match. A couple more heals on the grenades. Just very patient and reserved play from both of them. LethalPop's obviously more scared to press a button because you don't want Plum to be able to build that lead farther, while Plum can definitely afford to press some more buttons, especially if they're out of punish range. And that down smash catches it again. It's so low. It's just very hard to recover against that without going high. And even if you do go high, there's obviously a big risk of Lucas just catching your landing at one of his aerials. And FatherPlum getting a solid combo started, tries to catch the C4 blowing up, but LethalPop making her way out of it. This is still very much winnable. Snake has some scary tools even up close, a lot of fast things with solid damage output. It's just a bit of his speed that makes them not as useful as they would be. And normally the projectiles would make up for that, but this is this matchup. This is still largely patient play. LethalPop definitely wants to try and close this stock out, which is reasonable because this lead building up is very problematic. Plum gets another big heal, getting him right back down to 90, which I think up tilt might not even kill here. She is getting away from the down smashes by up being a little early and letting the Cypher just hit him out of it, but it's a bit more rough on neutral now. And Plum tries to get an edge guard, not quite going to connect, but still a big lead. LethalPop does get another parry, sneaks under with an up tilt. Down 158%, gonna need some very clean advantage and just neutral play to bring this back to 171. Plum could kill with a lot of things here, but that Cypher was not one of them. That PK fire should do it though. Good catch on the roll. The matchup is quite rough and the down smashes seem to be quite dangerous.